and Jura and Jellal versus Zero during the Oracion Seis arc. So we'll just say that Natsu is somewhere else. He's out of commission. He's knocked out, and these two have to step up to fight Zero when it comes to who has more magical power out of the two that are fighting Zero. Joranikas is one of the 10 Wizard Saints. Jalal was one of the 10 Wizard Saints under his fake name was Secret. So he tried to, use his, powers, in politics to get the Ethereum cannon working so that he could create the Tower of Heaven. And then he was defeated by Natsu. Eventually, the Russian takes found him and he was free, but he forgot everything. He forgot who he was. The only thing he remembered was Urza. And then memory slowly started coming back. But here's the thing: when you have that kind of thing going on, you're not operating at 100%. It was pretty evident to me that Jalal was not at his best during this arc. Hence why he even gave Natsu the Flame of Rebuke instead of trying to fight alongside Natsu. He just lent him his, magical power. Juranikas is one of the 10 Wizard Saints. He's not like what he is post time skip, but he's still pretty, powerful, and he was one of the more powerful ones in the coalition, right? He was probably the strongest one there. Oh, aside from Natsu having, Dragon Force obtaining that shit later, but that don't matter in this fight. And we know Zero to be the leader, the true leader of the Oracion Seis when all the marks leave Brain's face, because all the 6 have fallen. Then Zero appears in Zero, and he don't give a fuck. He likes to, destroy everything and anything and everything. So this guy is tough. And I'm basically saying it's almost like a 1v1 almost. But Jalal still has some magical power left. He can offer some support to Jura in this fight. So who has the physical strength? Juranikas is the strongest one there physically. Lifting power and striking power goes to Juranikas. And Zero's a close second, but Jura got that. So Jalal and Jura win that category. When it comes to speed, Jalal and Jura also have speed, with Jalal carrying that part with his heavenly body magic. Speed wise goes to him, and that group. Now durability wise, I actually got 0 for durability. He was taking hits from a bull powered, Flame of Rebuke enhanced, not to drag me a fire force, and he was still fighting not to, evenly. Those attacks weren't really doing too much until he brought out the big guns, right? Endurance wise, I give it to Jura and Jalal. Side edge to those guys. You could give it to 0 if you wanted to, but I'm gonna give it to them. Intelligence wise, I got 0 winning that. Jalal's not 100%. He's smart, but he's not smart enough, not in this scenario. And then Juranikas, he knows enough, but Mr. 0, he runs his own, outfit. He runs his own game, right? So he kind of knows what's going on, and then he also has more experience. You can tell right there. Juranikas is like no older than 30 years old, and Joao Fernandez is like 22, 21. So we got, an old man over here doing that shit. We got experience going to him. And we got close skills going to Zero. Zero didn't mind putting hands on Natsu. He doesn't mind putting hands on anybody else. He'll put hands on Jellal, and he'll try to put hands on, Jura as well. Um, he's gonna be a close quarter fighter as well. But range skills wise, I think that the power of Jura and Jallal's range skills can actually combat any range skills that Zero has, minus the Zero Genesis move. That one is powerful, but I think they can, still pull something up. Recovery, I'm giving it to Jura and Jellal. When Jellal basically gives up during this fight, at some point during this fight, he will, give up. He'll give his magical power off to Jura, and Jura will get an enhancement of buff. And now help him in the fight against Zero. Hacks. He has heavenly body magic, so heavenly body magic. Oh shoot. Heavenly body magic, he can use his speed a little bit, but he won't be at full capacity. Zero has only that one move. That one move is a win condition for him. But the purifying light that these two have, I think that's just going to overcome him in the end. And the environment goes to Zero, but I actually do have Jellal and Jura winning this fight. I have them winning this fight. High difficulty. Be cool, call in the corner, and let me know what you think about that in the comments below.